Welcome all. We have already started our new lesson, that is the muscular system and digestive system. So now we are going to study about digestive system. We have already studied about the muscular system. So the first question they have asked you is, what happens to the food we eat inside our body? So the food which you are eating, what happens to it afterwards? Are you knowing about it? Yes, basically we know that when we are inserting the food, when we are taking in the food, it is being chewed with the help of the teeth. Your tongue, with the help of saliva, it is helping you to give the taste, and also with the help of saliva it goes down into the esophagus. From esophagus it just get transmitted into your stomach. In stomach later the acids, hydrochloric acid, then these acids are getting mixed into the food, which is again later getting converted into the soluble form, and then it is been passed to the small intestine, then large intestine, and later it is just coming out the waste substance in form of excreta from the anus. So the conversion of the food into the soluble form and its absorption into the blood is called as digestion. So the basic or the first concept is what is meant by digestion. Digestion means what? The food which you are taking in, it is converted into the soluble form and later it is been absorbed into the blood. That process is said to be as digestion. So digestion is a process in which the food is converted into the soluble form and later absorbed into the blood is called as digestion. The digestive system consists of the alimentary canal and the digestive glands. It consists of the alimentary canal. Alimentary canal consists of esophagus, mouth, esophagus, stomach, intestines, anus, etc. And there are digestive glands such as salivary gland, etc. The total length of the alimentary canal is about 9 meters. Your total length of the alimentary canal, which starts from mouth and which ends till anus, that whole line that is called to be as alimentary canal, the total length of it is about 9 meters. Okay, its main parts are mouth, pharynx, esophagus, stomach, small intestine, large intestine, rectum, anus. So these are all parts you are knowing. Rectum means what? Below, just above the anus, there is a place where the waste substance is stored for a long period of time, and afterwards you are releasing it out. The salivary glands, liver and pancreas are the different glands, different digestive glands which are connected to this alimentary canal. Just now I have told you. Now what are these glands doing? Actually now salivary gland is just releasing out saliva at a regular interval. So if you sometimes when you spit the saliva out, after a few minutes you can see that again the saliva is been getting collected into your mouth. So this salivary gland gives the, or it passes the saliva into the mouth. Different organs of the digestive system systematically perform the functions of digestion. So different organs are present, they have been assigned with the different functions and they are doing their functions appropriately. There are different stages in the process of digestion, so that we are going to see in this particular part. So you can see over here this mouth part, this which is open, it is called to be a jaw. Now the teeth which is present, or the tooth which you can see over here, the part which is present down is said to be as the bone, to where this particularly the tooth is attached. The upper part is said to be as gum. The main part is said to be as root, which is red in color. The white color substance with the white colored teeth, you can see that white outside covering is said to be as enamel, and between that is the dentine. So now we are going to study about the teeth first. Now teeth you can clearly see in this picture. The front teeth which has been appear when you are smiling are said to be as incisors. The next one which are helping you to bite the things or bite any of the object, apple, etc., they are said to be as canine. Many of the animals such as lion, tiger, their canine teeth are sharp. Then are the premolars and last one are the molars. We in Marathi we call them as dad. These are said to be as molars and premolars which helps in the chewing of the food. The process of the digestion begins with the function of the teeth in the mouth. There are four types of teeth, namely incisors, canines, premolars, and molars. Each type of tooth have the specific function. So molar, premolar, canine, incisor, they are having a typical function. So each tooth is covered with a hard substance called as enamel. Enamel is made from the calcium salt. You can see nowadays they advertise that about the Colgates and all. That time they are specifically speaking about the calcium. If the calcium content is less in your food stuff, then you can face the problem of teeth. So basically when you are taking something or when you are consuming any of the food, you should see that the mineral called calcium is present into it. The saliva contains an enzyme called as plitalin or salivary amylase. Plitalin converts starch into the sugar called as maltose. So this is one of the extra information. So we are going to study the next part is that enzymes. Enzymes means what? Enzymes are the substances secreted in the body of an organism which brings about the chemical reactions. Digestive enzymes of the digestive system bring about the changes in food materials. Metabolic processes are impossible without enzymes. Enzymes are a specific type of proteins. They are most active at the normal body temperature. So they want to tell you that enzymes, they are the substances which are secreted in the body such as saliva, etc., which brings about some of the chemical reactions. So they are present into our body. So the next part of this lesson is we are going to study each and every function of the digestive system. The first one is the mouth. Mouth, it is the first, you can say the first part through which the alimentary canal starts. Digestion of the food begins with the mouth. Food is chewed with the help of the teeth into very small pieces. So the function of mouth, it is very clear to us. The ingestion process, the process of taking in the food, is done by mouth. Later down to it is the salivary gland. You can see in orange color which is present below, also and above also. Salivary glands. The saliva is produced in the salivary glands in the mouth cavity, located in the front of the ears near the pharynx. Pharynx means the area where esophagus and windpipes are open. In short, you can say it as throat. It is just carried to the mouth via ducts. Ducts means it is just passed into the mouth. It is mixed with the food during the process of chewing. Pharynx, which you are going to say as throat. The esophagus and the trachea open into the pharynx. I have told you just now. Trachea means windpipe. The esophagus and your windpipes is been getting open near this pharynx. The next one is esophagus. It is the tube leading from pharynx. It is like tube-like structure which is getting connected to the stomach. When you are taking in the food is being passed from mouth to stomach with the help of esophagus. The next one is liver. The liver is the largest gland in the body. It is one of the biggest gland in the body. It is having the rich supply of blood. Its main function is storage of glucose, the energy which is been given to your body. It is doing the main function, that is it is storing glucose. The gallbladder, which is situated below the liver, it stores the bile. The gallbladder, which is present below the liver, it is doing the work of storing the bile, the digestive juices which are secreted by liver. When bile is carried into small intestine, it mixes with the food there and helps in the process of digestion. So bile means what? You can in Marathi use called it as pitta. So when this bile is been released, and if it goes on when you are not having the proper food, when you are doing a diet, that time you can face this problem. This acid is increasing in your body and later you are having the problem of acidity. The next one is pancreas. Pancreas is secreting the pancreatic juice which is consisting of various enzymes which is helping in the process of digestion too. Stomach is the bag like structure which is present in between of alimentary canal. The gastric glands of stomach secrete the gastric juices. Here the food entered in the stomach is churned. Churned means it is getting converted into again very small form. So here hydrochloric acid, pepsin and mucus acids are present which are getting mixed with the food. So, due to the churning and gastric actions, food becomes semi-solid slurry, which is slowly pushed down into the small intestines. So, the next part is the small intestine and large intestine. You can clearly see in this picture. Actually, you will be thinking, teacher, small intestine. By the name small, its meter will be little small itself. But actually, it is not small intestine. You can clearly see inside one. It is just rotated like a pipe, or it is just rounded up like a pipe. Its total length is about 6 meters. Digestion and absorption is process are taking place over here. Three different digestive juices are mixed with the food in the small intestine. The absorption of blood, passing of these nutrients through all parts of the body is totally done by this small intestine. Now we are going to see about the large intestine. The large intestine is about 1.5 meter long. Here only water is absorbed. A small part of it is called as appendix. You can clearly see over here. I'll just focus. This clear part which is present like a needle at the down is said to be as appendix. Undigested food remains near the rectum and later it has been released out through the anus. So here you have seen most of the functions of most of the parts. So here there are important glands of the digestive system, that's secretions and function. Mouth is secreting or which is present. The gland which is present in the mouth is salivary gland. Secretion is done of palatine. Functions of this particularly salivary gland is it is converting the starch into maltose. Now stomach consists of gastric wall. Here secretion is done of hydrochloric acid, pepsin and mucus. It is doing the work or it is converting the food into acid form. It is breaking down of the proteins is taking place over here. Liver consists bile. Bile is making the food alkaline and converting the food materials into small ones. Pancreas consists of trypsin, lipase and amylase. It is also useful in the following functions which has been given aside. Actually these are not asked in that much range, but still this part has been omitted by the government. Still we are going to see this. To convert protein into amino acids. What are these amino acids and all we are going to study later. To convert fats into the fatty acids and to convert the complex carbohydrates into simple sugar. And small intestine consist of intestinal juices which again do the work of converting protein into amino acids and so on. Are we putting our health at risk? Sometimes what we do, our physical health, we are not maintaining it. We are not doing proper exercise, we are not having proper diet, and that is why we are falling sick. So some of the harmful habits such as smoking, drinking alcohol, consumption of tobacco is very harmful for our health. So what actually happens when you are consuming the tobacco? These particles of tobacco are being stayed or they are remaining in your mouth. Then there are mouth ulcers. Mouth ulcers are getting converted into the wounds. Wounds they are getting converted into the tumors. And tumors are later resulting to cancers. And when cancer occurs, that time either there is a treatment you are going to spend lot of money or the last step will be the death. So it is totally our duty to look after the one who are consuming this and telling them not to do so. So 31st May is the World No Tobacco Day and 7th April is World Health Day. I hope you have understood this lesson. So the question answers of this lesson we are going to study soon. Thank you.